Right, so just come through the arch again. Priory's to the left here. Looks like there's a little cafe here. Queuing up for their tea. The ostrich.
I think we went in there last time.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh, there's cars parking there. I think we parked the van up here.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a beer garden there.
Yeah.
What?
We definitely went in there at lunch.
Okay. There's a church there. We're on the Priory Road, so down here. Right, we can see the Priory now, so that must be over there. So it's quite a walk from the car park down there. About half a mile. And we're out Castle Priory Acre. So it's a fair walk. I suspect you could probably park down here as well. There are some toilets here. Look a bit basic to me, but the toilets. Beautifully preserved medieval priory. Didn't look very preserved to me.
I think it was quite good.
Yeah.
I remember it, yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, yes, there is a bigger car park down here. That's it. Presumably they want you to go through here. Yeah. Big gatehouse.
Yeah, so this says welcome visitors with pre-booked tickets only.
Right, okay. The ticket we got just said Castle Acre. It didn't explain that this is pre-booked only here. We'd thought it might have been the castle as well, but the castle you can just turn up and go round. So this is where we should have come first, I think. And obviously, a reasonably short motorhome, you can come down here. Yeah, so there's an exhibition here which you can do on the way back, so they've got a one-way system in here. And you take the masks off. Ouch! Out here. Just slapped myself with the elastic on the mask. This is a herb garden. Can't fit under this tree here. Also bought ourselves a guidebook as well. I recognise the lavender anyway. Good morning. Don't ask me what these are. Now the question is, how do I read the guide and film at the same time?
Don't know.
Yeah, it's got a map of the castle and
I sometimes read those after we actually look round.
yeah, it's often easier just to get us
makes
like
a bit more sense sometimes.
yeah. Struggling with the gun.
Well, you haven't got Poppy.
No, I know, but I've only got two hands. So this is the building of the Castle Acre Priory, though ruined, give an excellent example of the layout and grandeur of a monastery in the Middle Ages. So it was established on the present spacious riverside site in the last years of the 11th century by the Earl of Surrey, William de Warenne II. His parents had brought the first Cluniac monks to England, distinctive for their magnificence of their churches and the forms of worship they accommodated. So like most monasteries, Castle Acre contained all the buildings of which community of monks needed, included a church, domestic buildings for the monks, a dormitory, a refectory, kitchens, chapter house, various storerooms. Slightly away from the cloister was the infirmary where monks could recover from illness. The prior of Castle Acre was an important figure in his own right and was allowed a house of his own on the western side of the cloister. This is the only part of the priory to have remained in use after suppression in 1537.
Yeah, because I think originally the monks went to the castle and then they decided to build this priory for them, which was nice of them, wasn't it?
Yeah, very nice. That is quite impressive.
Yeah.
There we go. There's a better view there. Once we're out of the sun. That's quite something.
This is the manor house, isn't it? This bit here.
Is it?
Yeah, well, yeah, sure
Yeah.
it is.
Have a look inside. Oh, it's got the well in there, hasn't it? Got drain pipes, so I can see why they say it's preserved. Oh, the well pops. Copy. Missed this one.
Can you wait, Toppy? This is the undercroft.
Okay. Look at the ceilings. Quite amazing, isn't it? Go to all this effort in an undercroft.
Yeah.
A big vaulted ceiling here. Little cupboards, aren't there? This is the outer parlour.
Yeah, not allowing you upstairs.
Oh, you
could go up there.
Oh, you could go up there, so you can't go up there anymore.
No, it says it's closed for your safety.
Okay.
But also it's narrow, isn't it?
Yeah.
One way.
We went up there then, presumably.
Yeah, went up there.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, so that's the prior's lodgings.
Right, well that's what it was.
Yeah. It's like any medieval nobleman's house rather than a specific monastic building.
That's what I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was allowed to stay, wasn't he?
Yeah. So these must be the cloisters then.
Yeah.
Pops, we're going this way. Look in here, Poppy. Yeah, you see the great big fireplace there?
Yeah, you could get up there before.
Oh, that's a shame.
I suppose there's only one staircase, so that's the problem.
That's probably for COVID regulations, isn't it? More than anything.
It's not very safe. The fireplace up there.
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh, sorry. Just reinforce it.
Yeah. You're always repeating what I say. The first porch. look at the fireplace. That is some fireplace.
Wow.
So this would have been nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a later porch.
Right.
Yeah, a great big roaring fire in here. Yeah, get your mead out.
Yeah.
Pint of Abbott. Could have had a pub here, couldn't you?
So this was the first porch here.
That was the first. Wait, that's the first porch. This is the later porch,
Yeah, I'll prefer the later one, I think.
and that's a pooch.
Yeah.
So obviously the most preserved bits are the Prior's residence here. Well, it's quite something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see how well preserved the Prior's residence is.
He's even got guttering, hasn't
he? Yeah, it's got guttering windows in there.
Nice little room.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've come to the latrines, the rear daughter. And what he was saying was that these were obviously where the monks needed to do their business.
Yeah, and it was known as that because it was at the back of the dormitory.
Yeah.
It's one of the best preserved in England, apparently.
Yeah. You can see that obviously it was just above the stream, and the stream was to carry out the waste.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and it linked to the dormitory by a bridge on the first floor.
Yeah. So they go in there, do the.
Yeah,
we're on a tight timetable as well.
Yeah, rigid timetable. And obviously they were lived in all year round.
Yeah, so each latrine was set in a recess, but no doors were provided, so there's no privacy.
No.
They just sat on a thing above the river, basically.
Lovely.
And that was the stream. They didn't have any sewerage works or anything, did they?
No. It's an artificial stream, it says that.
Oh, is it? That's
Yeah.
right.
Made for the purpose then.
Bobby's going to the... Oh, he found a little viewpoint then, Pops. Well done. Right, so over here, I believe this is the warming house. I don't know if we're supposed to go this way, but Poppy has. Which is obviously rebuilt it a little bit here with some bricks. Presumably to secure the arch. Right, Pops. And this here and here, this is the infirmary. Yeah, so we're in at the end here is the dormitory and the day stair. So looking at the stairs going up there, presumably the dormitory's upstairs, wasn't it?
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, and the infirmary was downstairs.
Yeah, downstairs, just over there.
Over there. Yeah, so that's presumably where they went up. Yeah, there's the stairs, isn't it?
Yeah, stairs are sort of this side here.
Yeah, we're sort of looking at it there, and they would have gone up.
Gone up there, and then they're sleeping.
Sleeping above here.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think they had a walkway on the top.
Yeah, it says the remains of the stairs are at the north end, and they descended to the cloister at 2 a.m. before matins. And the first service of the day. In some monasteries there was another night stair leading direct to the church, but this was only the only door leading out to the dormitory. Only the prior and those monks who were ill were housed separately. The rule of St. Benedict required that a lamp be kept burning in the dormitory throughout the night, No fire was allowed here, but one of the rooms underneath, the warming room, contained the only fire for most of the monks, who slept fully clothed.
You get cold.
Yeah, well, I suppose that was it, wasn't it? That was part of the thing, wasn't it? Yeah, so they've got access to the cloisters here. And the day stairs there. Up to the dormitory. Ooh. So this was the chapter house. Yeah, so that's what this chapter house would have looked like originally. Very ornate sort of walls and high domed ceiling and a semi-circular stone barrel vault, and the east end of the chapter was semicircular, and that's where the prior sat. So you've been over there.
You've been over there, yeah.
And they blocked that off later in the Middle Ages, built a straight wall across it, making the building rectangular.
All right.
So the chapter house was where they heard a chapter of the rule of St Benedict.
Right, I thought they had meetings in it.
Well, they do, but then they read a chapter.
Right,
basically
okay.
it.
Well, that's what's called the chapter house.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just saying that it was established originally with 35 monks, rising to with 26 monks, and it rose to 35 monks in the 13th century. It was ruled by a prior and a sub-prior, and in the chapter house, misbehaving monks were disciplined, and economic operations of the priory, which owned manors and farms, were discussed. From the few records that survive, Castle Acre Priory was usually well run, and its monks correctly behaved.
Right.
So good boys. Don't see much of the windows anymore, do you?
No.
A lot of that has been taken down. The scale of this place is unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's got to rival Revo, isn't it, in scale?
Yeah.
There's more of it as well. Don't you think, Pops? More of it remaining, isn't there? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Come on. And a bit of original floor here.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Pops. A bit about the cloisters. Come on, Pops. So this is the cloister, and it's where the monks were expected to sit in the cloister for study. Beside the entrance to the church was a book cupboard. The cloister walkway was also used as a space around which the monks could process chanting before entering the church. Prior's residence was over there. So it was obviously a covered walkway built of brick.
Yeah.
And went all the way around.
Well, you can see little holes in the wall up there. Something was.
Yeah. A shame that's gone, isn't it? Because that's probably one of the most beautiful parts of it.
Yeah.
So they would study and process around here.
Right. Got that, Pops?
So this is the south transept, and that was basically a warming room, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was the one fire they were allowed in cold months.
Tiled floor. Come on, Pops, come on. So this was the high altar up here. Yeah. Go on, Bobby. Go on. Presbytery. You just find somewhere to climb up, don't you, Pops? Come on. So the east end of the church was made up of the choir, where the monks' choir stalls were located, the presbytery, and the sanctuary, where the high altar stood up there. Access was largely restricted to monks who attended services in the church at least 7 times a day. Some stairs you could have gone up there, Pops.
Oh.
It's a bit disappointing, isn't it, Poppy? Getting close to Poppy's tea time now, so lunchtime rather. There's quite a lot of it remaining here. There's scroll work on the side there. That's the southwest tower. Let's go and have a look in the southwest tower. Come on, Pops. This way. More closed off stairs, Pops. Yeah. Oh. That would have looked like that.
Yeah. Says it's one of the most famous and beautiful of all 12th century English facades, intended to be awe-inspiring, a humbling but uplifting statement of the Priory and its purpose, the glory of God and the wealth of piety of its founders. The impact depends not just on its scale, but also the abundant riches of decorations.
Yeah.
So it would have looked absolutely... Well, it looks impressive now.
Oh, I mean, it still is impressive, isn't it?
But with all those colours on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also showed how wealthy they were as well, which
Yeah.
I suppose didn't help their demise, really, did it?
No.
So does it say in there how it ended then?
Yeah, it was Henry VIII again, wasn't it? And he just let the prior stay in the house.
So the prior stayed in that house there,
Yeah.
which is pretty much as it was, I guess.
I've got loads of history in here.
Yeah.
That's the prior's lodging in about 1900.
Yeah, in black and white days.
Yeah. Black and white days, yeah. As an interesting moment, it's a transition from a residence to a monument. 17th century rooms inserted between the block in the foreground and the porch have been removed, but the external staircase to the prior's chapel is still in place. Yeah, so it had a bit more of a house at the front there, by the look of it.
Yeah.
Because there's that window, isn't there, at the side.
Is that that's the side window, yeah.
Yeah,
So
and they had another building sort of around there.
on the front, yeah.
Yeah. That was in 1900, in black and white days.
Yeah.
Yeah, so somebody lived here until about 1880.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It is quite something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.